Hi everyone, welcome to Ty the Cookie Jar. Today I'm going to show you my planning routine, what I do every week to kind of get me started and get me ready for the week ahead, and how I like to stay organized. So today I'm using my Erin Condren Life Planner, and I'm going to show you part 1 of my weekly planning. So here we go. So I like to start by, this is my monthly view, and going over what everything is happening this week, what's going down, what I need to remember, kind of just to remind myself a little bit. So here is my blank layout for the week. So as you can see, I like the vertical layout. I just like the 3 spaces. And I have a colorful design, which I really enjoy right now. Might change that for next year, but right now I'm enjoying the colorful design. And I have a weird thing where when it's the first week of a month, I like to do it color coordinated with the page color. I always pick a theme for my week, color-wise and palette-wise. And so this week we're going to be going kind of with like an orangey fall theme since it is the first week of October. So like I said, there's 3 different spaces. And so I like to divide my week up using the first row for what I call my people and places. So I already know in my head and for my calendar what's coming up this week. So I'm going to start by putting in some of the events and the different places that we're going to have to go this week. Here we have Saint, which is our preschool, and that's going to be at 9 a.m. We also are going to have our play group. So I have a few things that I really like. I really like working with just a black pen, and it's kind of a preference of mine. So I really like the Sharpie pen. I find that, especially in fine point, not medium, it's got to be fine. I really enjoy the fine point. I just find it's a little bit, it makes a very nice crisp, clean line. And so that's what I like. I like this Sharpie pen. Go back, see if there's anything else. Yeah, could have something else. So the way I do this, it's okay if there's blank spaces or blank days. Those are kind of calm days and days where we're hanging out at home and doing our homeschool stuff a little heavier. But basically this is step 1, is kind of putting in all the big things for our people and places week. Step 2 is coming into here. And this is where I put my to-do list for the week. So for this one, I like to use some stickers. I'm more of a functional decorator than a decorative decorator. So function first, decorative is always second. But when it comes to doing to-do lists, I just find using some stickers just makes life really easy. So I'm using some 365 planner stickers, just because they're really easy to get where we live. They're a little bit, not quite the right size, but nothing some scissors can't fix. So let's get busy here. So, the days when I don't have as many, we're not going anywhere, I tend to do more things at home. So I end up needing the longer sticker to-do lists. And for the days when we're quiet, I will just use a couple individual stickers just to keep myself from going too crazy with too many things to do, because then you can feel overwhelmed. So I have my to-do list stickers here, and then I'm going to use, this week I'm going to use these little stars. So this is pretty much how my to-do lists look every week, because I know I have certain things on certain days, but that's okay. So once I have this kind of laid out, I'm going to go through and start adding in my to-do list, things that need to get done on these specific days. So I have loaf, I know I need to do some baking. What else do we have? I'm also going to add in a few some of my blogging things that I need to do, because this is my to-do list and things that we need to include like that. So typically I end up doing my planning all in one day. So Friday afternoons, once the kids go down for their naps, I sit down with my planners. I do all of my weekly planning, my meal planning, my homeschool planning, my blog planning, everything like that happens on Fridays. So this is part one, like I said. So I have to make sure that I put time for that. Part of my little self-care routine, just because I really do better when I know what is happening. I like to include a couple different chores, things that, you know, we only do laundry on the weekends, so I gotta make sure I put things like that in. Folding laundry, that's, like I said, that's something we only do on the weekend. We don't do laundry during the week usually, so that's part of our, you know, our just kind of what we gotta do every day. Oftentimes I leave a couple of spaces open because as you go through it, I find your planner is a working document, so you want to make sure you have a little bit of room to do some different things. I'm also like to put in my homeschool days. We only homeschool a couple times a week. So like I said, I like to have a couple of different spaces that are open every day because it's a working document. You don't want your planner to be so full that you don't have space to add things that come up or things that need to be done. So 1 or 2 spaces every day just gives you a little bit of breathing room too. So for the last box here, I like to leave this for my self-care. So this is where I put some self-care things. I'm trying. It's my goal for this new year to kind of do some more self-care. And just for fun, I'm just gonna add a little flag in here. I'm just adding a few little stickers. That's pretty much my week. This is, like I said, my rough week to begin with. Now, once I have all the big things in, all of my dates where we need to go, what we really need to get done this week, some self-care because you gotta remember that. Now it's time to make it look pretty. So this is when I start pulling out my sticker books. I have a couple, and I'm gonna start finding stickers that kind of just go with our theme for the week. Something else that I do is I always take this box here, this area here, and I find a sticker that has some kind of quote. And I just think it's a great way to start my week. So I always find a sticker in my books that goes with my week. So perfect. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go through and start adding in some stickers as I see fit. And just trying to make things look pretty now, really. Friday night is family and movie night. So I have a little health section here at the bottom. So another thing I love to use is washi tape, just to add a little more fun. This one has a couple different colors in it, but still going to use it because it's got lots of orange. The nice thing about washi tape, if you don't know, is it can go on paper and then you can actually reposition it. So I know a lot of people who actually use it for things that might change. It's just a fun way to add a little bit more color to your planner. And the washi tape is usually pretty inexpensive, so like I said, that's kind of my basic routine. So people and places, my to-do list, my self-care. This I'll use if I have to remember anything that's kind of going beyond this. Maybe things that are coming up next week. If I'm planning a party, I'll put some things there. or gifts that need to be purchased. Shopping lists go here often. So that's why this is blank, because I don't really have anything coming up this week. And then down here, this section down here, I actually use for all of my meal planning. And I'm going to show you how I do that next week. So for now, here's my planner. Hope you guys like it. And I will see you all next week for part 2.